Welcome back to Who That 242. I know y'all used to see me like this, but we in the times we're changing, and I kind of like the little virtual thing. I don't have to use my gas because it's here gas getting a little higher. So, but such out the robust, I gas ain't too bad. But welcome back to Who That 242. My host is, well, no, I am the host, Timmay. My sponsor is alive. And sorry, this is so good. To shout out my producer. So I can no longer shout out the 194 studio because I won't be there anymore. But shout out to the Solid Podcast. We are 30s, the podcast getting a little old. And I'm just so happy to be able to see each other on a Friday afternoon in my live shirt. And I have a guest today, Mr. Gregory McKay. I hope I said it correct. McKay? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
McKay. McKay, I'm
Okay.
young 20-year-old, you know what I like. I like basketball and this young man. I don't know my producer. Well, put him next to me because I don't know if I can see him. But shout out to Gregory and 6'6". You little. So for those who don't really watch basketball, you think 6'6", think of like Kobe and Clay Thompson, Jimmy Butler. So he's a
Yeah.
big dude. So freshman. This is Limestone. Where's that?
Limestone University. That's in Gaffney, South Carolina.
So okay, all right, all right. And just to talk
Yes,
to me
sir.
about I know you wasn't born 6'6". I know and the last
No.
basketball guy we had over here, he was playing baseball and he was 6'0" when he started playing baseball and he just shoot the 6'4". So talk to me about when you had your growth spurt.
My growth spurt personally was painful. I remember I was in like I think maybe eighth or ninth grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was real painful on the knees. Couldn't even run properly. Couldn't do nothing for real. But I mean, I'm glad it happened, so I ain't complaining
What
about it.
what were where were you by then? Before the growth spurt, like which age
I
was?
went from maybe like 5'11" to like 6'3" in
Jeez,
one
you you
summer.
you, you had like a Anthony Davis.
Yeah, yeah,
Almost. My goodness. So
something like that.
were you hooping then at that point or just was
Yeah,
like
I was playing basketball back then too. I was playing basketball my whole life, so
just
yeah.
talk about if you could remember the first time you had the ball in your hand.
It have to been with my dad.
Mm.
Yeah, cause he bought me a little. I don't know if you remember those kids RS toys, like the
Yeah, yeah,
basketball hoops.
yeah,
I
yeah,
had one
yeah.
of them in my. I had one of them in my room from when I was small. So yeah,
Mhm.
he definitely put the basketball in my arm.
So talk to me about that journey. Talk to me about I don't know where if it was primary school, maybe primary school team, high school team, or you think you know what I want to actually play ball. Like I don't know if I can make it as far as I go, but I actually want to do this.
Yeah,
Like dedicate all of my free time to basketball. Talk to me about that experience. Was it primary school? Was it high school? What school were you at?
I feel like from the first time I touched the ball, I fell in love with it. But I wasn't on my first basketball team until I went to HO Nash in grade seven.
All right, all right.
So that's when I really began to, actually try to study the game and get better at it.
And where did you go after HO? Did you do the full high school thing, and also did you go to the
No,
states?
yeah, after HO Nash, I went to Montgomery for 2 years, and then I left to go to Florida at Piper High School.
Which high school was that?
Piper High School in
All right.
Sunrise, Florida.
And how is that? Tell me about because the difference playing ball here at home.
Yeah.
Because in Nassau at your height, maybe you probably was like a a center, but you go to the states, use a guard. You're talking about maybe that adjustment playing against Bahamians and people from all over the world.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was actually talking about it to my cousin the other day, and he's like, here is like as soon as you pass a little over 6 feet, they try to put you down low in the post, but
In the
that's
post.
not
Yeah.
good for us because when we go over there, we could be a little bit behind because coaches want us to play guards over there. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So that's something we got to get better at as Bahamians and preparing the younger players coming up to be both versatile inside and outside the paint. So, but for
Yeah.
me personally, it was a pretty smooth experience.
And I had a buddy of mine. He was like, if I 6'1", he was 6'3". So
Mm,
and all through high school and primary school, he was the center, the center. But you go to the
exactly.
states, you got, and then they used to like tell him, "Oh, stop dribbling, stop shooting." The moment he go to the states, he was an
Yeah,
undersized shooting guard. What you
exactly.
mean you won't go in the post? What you mean you can't score?
No,
I think it has a lot to do with maybe not believing that they're just treating it as a hobby. Like, if you just play center down there because you don't do that, that's the rest of your life. So
exactly.
did you find it was a steep learning curve for you to have to go to like I guess learn guard skills, be more dynamic on the wing, or
It wasn't as steep for me because I knew like when I go to the States, I'm not gonna be a postman. So I was already working on guard skills and different aspects of my game. Try to be a good player overall. so it wasn't as hard for me.
So at 6'2", you in the age where we may actually have an Olympic team in 2 to 3 years. Has that crossed your mind yet? Or you still trying to just establish yourself first, like in school, or are you keeping your eye on who getting picked to the national team? And because like Buddy announced this week that he will be playing with the qualifiers this year. There's some of us
Yeah.
to try get us in that pool. Like how far along is your thinking with that?
I mean, personally, I would love to do it. Anytime you get to wear the Bahamas on your chest and represent your country is a blessing, and that's something I look forward to doing soon. So hopefully, I get the opportunity to do that.
And before I go on, make sure that sponsored live. They have this promotion going on. Bring your own device. So like me, I dropped my phone this week. So I might actually go buy a new phone. But like how I go on the way next week, I could go to Apple. I could go to wherever, buy a new phone, bring it to live, and get a prepaid and postpaid plan. Save a couple $100. And like we Bahamians, we like to save money. We always look for a deal. But bring your own device. As any live store, any live van. You can call the concierge. Bring your own device. Save money on prepaid and postpaid. Just talk to me a bit about give me a day of outside of school, a day of training. Like what would you go through your regiment personally?
On a day outside of school,
Yeah.
wake up. Uh, First you got to get breakfast because that's important if you want to have a good workout. I mean, for me personally, but yeah, I'd probably just lift first, get a nice lift in, maybe like an hour, hour and a half, and then hit the gym, get some skill work going, some ball handling, shooting, all aspects of the game for maybe another hour, hour and a half, and then take a break, get some food or something, and then probably hit the gym again later and play, more basketball.
Where you at? Is there any other Bahamians there? Or you lone wolf?
I'm the only one right now.
So you scared the Bahamas up in South Carolina.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who's your current favorite player?
And then NBA, my favorite player. Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I like to watch. I like Buddy Hill. I like Aiden, of course, because they represent for us. But I try to mimic my game after players like Paul George and of course LeBron James, because I mean he's unstoppable. And then we have Giannis, who's like
Hmm.
a freak of nature. So yeah,
Right,
those are
right.
some of the guys I like to watch right now.
So PG's a really good comp because he's like probably a prototypical wing player. Like he could play defense, he athletic, he'll get over the rim, he can shoot threes. Like at 6'9", like I really think he's the build that, like I say, most players really want to. If you're a wing
E-
player, you won't be able to
Exactly.
score, dribble, play defense.
Exactly.
So I really like that. So is that so? Basically, that's just about the next question. You looking forward to being that two sides of the ball, maybe above the rim, true? Because like as the game going, the game is getting quicker, and even with all
Right.
these analytics nowadays, it's the highest percentage shots are a layup or a 3 point shooting. But where the stars are born, as you can see, the stars are able to take care of that mid range. But of course, some coaches say the mid range is a rush shot, but it's not the rush shot if someone like Booker, like that whole
Right.
the Suns run last year, you had Chris Paul and Booker who just abused the mid range. So just tell me specifically, like, are you trying to work on every aspect? Or are you trying to just hone in on maybe that three and or you just trying to do everything? Like, just talk to me about that. Like your specific focus on development.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about basketball. You can never be like perfect from anywhere. So it's like for me personally, I try to work on every aspect of my game, including defense first of all. Because I
Mm-hmm.
mean, in college, if you can't play defense, you don't have no time on the floor.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, that's like very important to me.
Mhm. So you look into this. You say it's a freshman now. So
Yes,
you
sir.
looking to stay here? You trying to go to next school? And just talk to me about where you see it. I mean, this is even like outside factors. You personally, Gregory
Right.
McKay, you looking to do in the next 2 to 3 years in your collegiate career?
I mean, right now I'm happy where I'm at. I'm just focused on the next season coming up, getting better, preparing my body and my mind mentally for the season. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whatever happens after that is out of my control. I just leave it in God's hands. But I'm just focusing on what I could control right now.
So what's a summer like for a collegiate athlete? Because I know you don't want to have too much fun because of course your competition is out there, like probably eating the gym, but at the same time, like you say,
Right.
you get your mind right. You can't burn out at 20. You gotta have a enjoy your life and it's just be like no at Zen. So tell me what's a summer like? You
Exactly.
take some travel, you come home, go to the beach or you go further out and just talk to me about what you looking forward to this summer.
It's some I mean, like you said, I came home for a couple of days, spent some time with my family, but I'm going back to the States soon actually, and as soon as I get back, it's back to work. I mean, not to say I wasn't working while I was here, but as
Of
soon as
course.
I
But you
get
know,
back, it's
it's levels. It's levels. Even
exactly
even gold medalists like Shirley Miller and CV, like they just come home, they just relax. It's a balance. No, you can't go and even though we say mama and daddy, Kobe took his time. Kobe
right.
didn't just grind every day. You know, Kobe took his time. So of course, it's just you have to be take care of yourself because it don't make sense you go on for 3 weeks straight and then your body break down.
Exactly. Yeah, so you got to take care of your body. I mean, try to eat the right things, but I mean,
Mhm.
rest is important also. So I try to get as much sleep as I could, during the
Right,
off
right.
season because
It
during
can't be
season
up.
is
Can't be up playing 2K too much.
no, none of that for me. Yeah,
But that's actually the next question. Like I know most ballers are actually their downtime is 2K. Some listen to music. What's your like non basketball thing to do relax?
yeah, probably got to be music for me or going to the beach when I
Hmm.
could.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Real island man, real island man.
you know that real island boy.
So before you get there, just let people know how they can follow you, keep it because like we as famous we like to follow our athletes and support you from miles away, so that people where they can
Yeah,
find you on social media. I hope that in these next 2 3 years, Powerful Atlas bring you down or the Bahamas
yes,
bowls so
sir,
we can watch you in person. But
definitely.
just let them know how they can reach you.
You can follow me on Instagram at G__DUVAL or on Facebook at Gregory McKay. That's my full name. So yeah, I use those two social media the most.
This has been a Who That 242 again. Thank you to our guests, and I look forward to talking to more of our young athletes.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Shout out 242.